Hey, so I'm back at Cleveland Police, the corrupted police force in the northeast of England, well known for racism and corruption, based on my own experience, as I've already explained in previous videos. So now I'm coming to see if anybody will talk to me and answer my questions. I have questions regarding the procedures that they've implemented, and I'd like to see if anyone would answer me. So, we open. Morning. Let's see if anyone will talk to us. So the officer seems to be in there, standing, but no one of them want to come to the desk, as you can see. Yeah, so I've already pressed on the buzzer, and no one is willing to come to the desk to speak to me. This is my first time ever walking through the doors following the arrest. Not the first time, the second time. I visited immediately after the arrest to show documentation of my medical situation. Currently they're all standing behind the desk with a smirky laugh on their faces, but they're not willing to even come. Can you see? That's Cleveland headquarters. So this is Middlesbrough South Police Station. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. Oh, we've got someone who can help. No, it's I'm taking it's. What? No, there isn't any law that prevents me from so if that's the case, then I don't want to talk to you. If you don't want me to film, I don't want to talk to you. No. If you don't want me to film, this is going to go YouTube. So now I'm going to continue to explain the story. So a young Asian woman was called. Her name is Zaina. She was called at between 8 and 9 p.m. She was called to come and collect me. I, at the custody reception, told them that I do not have a wife called Zaina. I made it clear to them that I do not have a wife called Zaina. Yet they insisted that Zaina will come and collect me. And then an Asian woman, when I was released from custody naked, without a phone, no money, I walked around the police station, as I'm going to walk now and show you, as I'm speaking. I'm going to try to walk and show you. So they've released me from that end, sorry, not that end. So that's where the employees go in, but custody is on that side. I remember now, yes. So after, so they used force. They dragged me from my house. They searched my property without a warrant. And then what did they do? They took me to custody for 13 hours. When they released me, at the reception they said to me, my wife Zaina will come and collect me. Now the person who complained, or the whole purpose for the visit to my house was the brother-in-law. And a week before that, his sister also made the complaint. That's my wife. And they should know her name very well. I mean, minimum planning should tell them the name of the person who's made the complaint. Now, Middlesbrough Council, Social Services, the one I've just filmed before this video, they've sent me a letter upholding basically decision to all my complaints, saying that, well, in that letter they speak about my daughter as a boy, as a he, not a she. So you can imagine, and this is the person who was supposed to come and give the case a second look. That's the door where the criminals have let me out the other day. I walked out from there. I was crying. I was in tears because I could not believe what is going on. So up to this point, they told me just go, literally go. Now I'm from Ingleby Barwick, Stockton-on-Tees, which is about 5 to 6 miles away from here. I have a car and I do drive. But they just let me out here with a dressing gown and underwear and some clothes that they gave me inside, which I refused to take because in the property I asked them if I could just put my clothes on, and they said no, and they just boxed me. Until today we don't know yet of the real reason. I have now been discharged without any, I've been let out without bail, no charges. But because they still have my devices, I'm still under investigation. So when I walked around the building, around the main reception, where you saw that rude woman who claimed that as an employee of, as a public servant, you cannot be filmed on video. I didn't want to force her, I backed off, otherwise I could have argued that if she accepted to be a public server, if she want to serve this, if she want to serve the public, then she should accept that possibly she might be filmed. I myself was a CCTV operator for many years, for 6 years of my life before becoming a senior development technologist. So I'm currently an engineer. I also worked in data analysis. But anyways, we'll come back to this here. So I came to the main entrance here, and the poor woman arrived. She was crying, running to the front door. At this point, I asked her, sister, what's going on? Are you okay? She said, yeah. I asked her, what's your name? She said, my name is Zaina. I said, okay, I know what's going on. The corrupted officers, when I told them I do not have a wife named Zaina, they insisted. So the corrupted officers, when I told them I do not have a wife called Zaina, they insisted that I do have a wife named Zaina. And this door was closed, so she couldn't actually have access into the reception. Another officer who asked me to wait here, because he said to me, if you don't find the way home, on the next call I may come and collect you and take you to your house. So then he asked Zaina to walk around, speak to the reception. It turned out Zaina's husband's name is Hanif. My surname is Sharif. These racist, inadequate police officers, inadequate of planning, right? Could not even figure that out. So because we're black, minority and Asian, tough luck. Even your name does not matter. They can just pick up the phone, call anybody at any time and ask him to come and collect anyone. So how are they protecting people from crime? Didn't they put that woman in life in danger? What if I was a true criminal and they called this innocent woman to come and collect me? What if I was a real criminal? You see, they all in their offices, they know I'm outside here, but none of them can face me. I can face them all and speak because I have done nothing wrong. I'm a peaceful man. This video goes on to every peaceful man in the UK, every peaceful citizen in the UK. I'm not here for fighting or for violence or none of that. I mean, they can look through my history, they will find none. But if you look through the history, you will find a lot, you will find plenty.